Hey there, so I thought it would be fun since I'm designing embroidery patterns in my Etsy shop to show you how to transfer one of my designs onto fabric so you can begin stitching. So today I've got my Hello Rainbow Boho Hoop design, and I've got a piece of natural felt. Now generally you would use a piece of 100% cotton fabric in a light color. I'm using this for mine today, but as a beginner I definitely recommend some basic cotton. So I guess I should show you that I've taped my design down over top of my light box, and this will just help me keep that in place so it doesn't move around on me. So I'm going to get my design centered on here, and I have my Mark Be Gone water-soluble ink marker. This will trace and it will wash away with water. So we'll just begin here to turn it so that I can see the design. And I want you to know that your transfer does not have to be 100% perfect. You're gonna have some play. You're gonna be able, remember this will go away when you wash it away, so you can correct if you've got some lines that are a little bit off, you can correct that as you're stitching and fix that in the middle of doing your project. And you won't even know at the end because, like I said, this marker will go away. All right, so you can see the basic of the rainbow is on there. So now this part's a little bit more important. I want my rainbow and my, my word hello to line up. So I'm gonna just a little bit more carefully trace this so that it doesn't look really off or wonky. Letters, I want to be a little bit more accurate with tracing. But I did make this to where you'll notice that even the lines are not completely straight. That was on purpose so that there was no having to be crazy accurate. You could have a little bit of play in the design and it still come out and look really nice. Okay, so that's it, and I'm actually gonna make this line slightly darker here, just to make sure I've got it. And what I like to do is turn off my light box. Okay, I can see my design is there. It's looking good for the most part. I'm gonna just clean up a couple of these lines so that as I'm stitching, I've got that good definition to follow here. So that looks good to me. All right, so the next step is taking this transfer design, which you noticed I did not trace this hoop. This is just a guide for where the hoop sits. So at this point, you'll take your 6-inch embroidery hoop or whatever size you've changed this image to fit whatever hoop, and you put the one piece in the back here, and this piece will go up front, and you just try to line it up in your hoop as evenly as possible, and then gently press it down over the fabric into place. It's gonna be a little bit tight. It shouldn't be too tight. My felt here is a little bit thicker than cotton, and so sliding it over was just a tad bit harder, but that's okay because you want your image. You'll notice that I'm pulling the sides. I want my image nice and taut or tight in my hoop so that as I'm stitching, it holds it in place really well and we can get a nice clean stitch design on this fabric. So once you're done doing that, you come up here and you'll tighten this screw, and that just really seals it in place. You can hear there's a drumming. It's nice and tight. It doesn't have a lot of give. So now my pattern is ready to be stitched. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I did want to throw out a couple things. Number one, these are just tools that help. So this is called a needle minder. I found this at Hobby Lobby. These two pieces are magnetic. And when you're stitching your design, you put this together. It kind of sits on the hoop there. It takes your needle, and no losing your project. So this is one thing I love and recommend. Another thing is a very good pair of sharp scissors. These are from Singer, and they're meant for embroidery and precise cutting. I also got these from Hobby Lobby. You can find this pen, Hobby Lobby as well. If you've noticed a pattern, I love Hobby Lobby. And lastly, DMC embroidery floss. I highly recommend this brand. They're not very expensive, about 35 cents a skein, but the difference that it makes in your overall finished design, it really makes a difference. This is a really good thread. They've been around for a long time. Their colors pair up nicely, and they, in my experience, do not bleed when you wash your design and other things like that. So I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, you can go to my Instagram page at The Southern Lovely and message me there, or you can find my Etsy shop, The Southern Lovely. Have a wonderful day.